to day 8 of Last 60 Best 60. You've made it a week, and if you're just joining us, welcome to making your last, it would be 52 days of 2018, your best 52 days. And wherever you jump in, and if you miss a video or for whatever reason you're just catching up, just keep on going through the process. Every day you can just tune into these videos and get something out of it. And I'm also working a whole process, so if you have a chance, go back to the past videos and kind of catch up with what we're doing in terms of looking at our life and really creating our best life. And really getting into the mindset that we're ending the year strong, and really like whatever happened in the year so far. And I know a lot of you, and there have been everything from births and deaths and marriages and divorces and crazy things, and losing jobs and getting new jobs and having a lot of change, and I think that's actually a great time to look at your life, because sometimes it feels like all that change and activity is happening out there, but in truth a lot of it is what we're processing and how we take that information and then go about our life. So really this work of living an illumined life and living our best life is that we're kind of engineering our life so we can have like you can be going down on a trip and have road closures, and you can have detours, and you can have a flat tire. But the thing is, like, how do you deal with that? Do you have a map? Do you have a navigation system? Do you have a AAA? I don't know what that is now, but back in the day with AAA, you'd have a number to call and someone would show up and help you. So I'm really suggesting that we build our lives so that we can make it through anything that comes our way. I'm not saying that we're going to live a perfect life because we're charmed and we have a lot of money and we have all these resources. I'm saying we're going to live our most amazing life because we've thought about it and we've worked on our life. So welcome to this process, and thank you for everyone who has just had such a great response. It just thrills me so much because I've wanted to do this for a long time, and I can't believe that the response has been so great, and because I know that the people in my community are so up-leveling their lives. And I'm very excited about that and thinking of ways that we can really celebrate that together. So the last 3 days, I've asked you to choose 3 categories from the 12 categories of the Wheel of Life. And however you do it, I've just been writing paragraphs on what's the current situation and then what's the 10-year vision for that area. So I actually just finished writing mine, and I'm really excited about it because actually there were some areas that were not easy. Like, for example, my parents are in their late 80s, and 10 years from now they'll be in their late 90s, and what would that be like? And it really kind of brought things home for me in a way that was very tender. So not easy, but very interesting because it allows me to really plan. Like, I'm probably going to visit them before the end of the year, which wasn't my plan because the tickets to California are so expensive. But I'll probably meet them in Las Vegas where they have a home, and those tickets are much less. So it kind of made something that seemed impossible and oh, maybe I'm not going to do that, really made something possible and real. So things like that, notice what just looking ahead 10 years will make you think of what you can change today. So as you look at these 12 possibilities, so just take some time today and look at the 12 possibilities that you've created for your 10-year vision, and just being with the state of affairs of how things are today, which was the first part of that exercise, and just think about all of be in the sea of possibility. And when I say that, it's you can go anywhere in any direction in any part of your life. So what I'd like to suggest to you today is to take one area that really excites you in a way that was unexpected. So maybe that was the fun and adventure, or fun or adventure. And I have 3 ways to approach that category of life. So the first one is just to read something about that area that really helps you to learn more. So part of what keeps us small or held back or stuck or stagnant is we're afraid of the unknown. And so I just encourage you to read an article, a book, or go on YouTube and find an interview of someone talking about that category. So if it's finances, there's a lot of great modern resources on finances. If it's family, there's some really great family relationship experts out. And if there's areas that you're like, I don't know what to look for or read or whatever, email me and I will do some research, or just look at my bookshelf, which is totally full and overflowing, and make some recommendations for you. So first thing is to learn about that area, something that you didn't know or something you want to go deeper on. Second is to interview or call someone who might know a little bit more about that area than you. So that could be an expert, it could be someone who is a professional in that area, or someone who you know has gone through this experience before. So I know a lot of people who've gone through hard times, and one of the things that they say have helped them, and this has been for me as well, is having someone who's gone through it just give them some insight into what to expect, what to prepare for, how to deal with the things that are unexpected that only had you been through that could you know. And that might be something that might have you just ask around, gosh, do you know anyone who's been to Africa? Because I want to go. It sounds like an adventure. Or do you know someone who is dealing with an aging parent and I'd really like to talk to them. So things like that. Ask your community, either a known expert or someone who you think might know an expert. And even just like saying like an expert is just someone who's done it before. And so learn from another person. And what that does is it gives you like the opportunity to ask questions. So reading and watching YouTube or videos is good and interesting, and I think you'll learn a lot. But having someone to actually ask questions and say like, well, in your situation or in my situation, and they can help you kind of troubleshoot or brainstorm your individual experience. And then the third thing I encourage you to do in one category that unexpectedly surprised you or gave you some insight is to take some action. And that might be like, if it's finances, set a budget. Or something that came up for me was working on my friendships and really finding those people in my life that I've really wanted to have some time to have coffee or tea with them. So I actually want to take some action after writing kind of my state of affairs and what I am, who my friends are, and really what I want more of in my life, which is growth friendships. So really finding those people who are working on themselves and working on learning and kind of in the same areas and at the same intensity that I am. So whatever that area is for you, like do something and take action, because taking action is actually, it's one of the hardest things sometimes to do, but it actually feels so empowering to do. So those are 3 ways that you can start to create some change in one area of your life. So learn, ask or talk to someone, and take action. That's for today. We're a week in, and several people are actually just joining the list now for these videos, and some people are just finding out about it now. So if you are, go ahead and review any of the past videos. If you have any questions, email me, but also know that you can just jump right in. I'm going to continue with the process tomorrow. So thank you so much for being a part of Last 60 Best 60. And if you want to share this with anyone, I'll put the link to the landing page in the YouTube notes. So live an illumined life, and I'd love your feedback. And if there's any ways that I can support you, let me know. And I'm really excited to be sharing this with you.